did a quick check this morning. 67% of your first and second team goals have come against Cincinnati. That's 4 of 6. What's so special about the Columbus kid playing against Cincinnati?
You just know how it is. I'm from Columbus, and growing up, we always want to beat Cincy. And every time I play against them, I have a little more. I always want to give a little more and be the reason we win. And it's been working. So we'll try again next week.
You are one of the hardest competitors on this squad. What did it mean to you to get in front of their home fans the last time out and be a participant in that derby?
It was nice, honestly, to beat them in their stadium and kind of to score that last goal and hear the stadium silent. It's probably one of the best feelings I felt in my career, so it's nice.
Take you back a couple of weeks. I know it's not the ending you wanted, but tell me about your experience at the U20 World Cup.
It was a good experience, just to be with all those guys, but it was a tough ending. We definitely thought we deserved more, but it's just how football is.
You prefaced your trip to Chile by reminding us that there have always been some great names from the U20 World Cup who've gone on to tremendous professional careers in America. Some of those players from 22 years ago are Chad Marshall, Clint Dempsey, Mike McGee, and Ricardo Clark. Do you see that sort of same graduating class from the 20s moving on into a stellar professional stint?
Yeah, for sure. The amount of talent we had on our team was honestly astonishing. Like, even speaking to some of the coaches and the directors with the national team, they were super excited for us, and they could see that we had a lot of talent and future ahead of us. So I definitely see us just like that.
22 years ago, a lot of those rostered players went back to their college campuses. This is just a few years before you were born.
Yeah.
All of you guys on the roster are going back to your clubs.
Yeah.
Most of you as first-team members.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty astonishing how in 20 years American soccer's landscape has changed.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about, honestly, back then, how different it is to now. But we're all super grateful to have this opportunity that they didn't have before. So,
what are you expecting in a potentially 3-game series against Cincinnati?
Honestly, the most important to us is win. We want to win, home and away, and get through to the next round.
What has Darlington Nagbe meant to your young career?
Honestly, I don't even know where to start. Even before I signed, I was a preseason with the first team, and he was one of the first people kind of to reach out and kind of comfort me and help me feel like I was part of the team. And after that, he's supported me on and even more off the field. As a person, can't even explain how he is. Like, he's super humble for how much he's done, and he's helped me a lot to get to where I am right now, and I'm super grateful for him.
What's the one lesson you'll take from your experience with him that will be applicable in your career?
He always tells me to kind of be myself and be creative and not to lose that flair kind of that I've had since I was young, and I've been trying my best to keep that up, and he's always reminding me so.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Hey, Taha, kind of going along the same questions with Nagbe. When he reached out immediately, what did that do for your comfortability at this club after starting out?
A lot, because obviously everyone knows Darlington. He's a champion. He's a 4-time champion, and to have him reach out to me, I was 15, 16 years old, meant a lot. It was super comforting, and I knew he was backing me, so I was confident going into training.
Yeah, this goes without saying the importance of your personal career and getting the chance to play Cincinnati in the playoff series.
Mm-hmm.
What gets you excited about that, about playing Cincinnati in the playoffs, not just a regular game?
Yeah, it's super exciting. Last time we played them was in a final, and obviously I was watching that on TV, and that was honestly amazing. And I wasn't even there, so I can't even imagine being there and beating them this time. So,
do you remember kind of the emotions of watching that game 2 years ago and kind of where you were, and like, can you recall a little bit about?
Yeah, I was at my house with my family watching the game, and I was kind of upset at first when we were down, but it feels even better to come back and win than just to win. So, and we beat them there, so it was amazing.
Yeah. Do you remember your reaction to those like kind of later goals?
Just a lot of yelling, very very loud, and yeah.
Knowing that this is the best of 3 series, how do you, in starting in a road environment, how do you stay grounded, and how do you stay, keep the intensity but stay focused in the first game?
Yeah, we always want to start off patient, but no matter who we're playing, we'll always be ourselves and play our identity, and just see how it goes, and obviously we'll go for a win.
Can you talk about getting subbed in last game and then scoring or creating that scoring opportunity in the 65th? You were in the box, and how did you kind of make that split-second decision to create that goal?
Honestly, before going in, it was 1-1, and my main focus, honestly, was to help get us a goal to go up 2-1 and win, because last game of the season, you always want to end off with a win and go confident into the postseason. And in that moment, I saw Max have the ball, he cut in, and kind of the center back wasn't looking, made a run in behind, and I think the right back was coming back in, kind of got my body in front, and I see Daniel and just slip him in, and he does an excellent job of finishing it.
What do you like about those high pressure situations? Obviously, this is one of those coming up. Yeah,
honestly, they're probably my favorite. It's puts me in an uncomfortable position, and kind of that's what I like to. It helps me grow and learn, and it'll be better for me in the future. So, thank you.
Anything else?
Yeah, one other thing. Normally on teams, it's interesting, like the older guys have to tell the younger guys' perspective on something. What do you make of a 19-year-old who probably has more perspective on this game than some of the older guys on this team, if that makes sense?
Kind of, could you rephrase that, please?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times the older guys have to tell the young guys, hey, this game means more to us. But being a Columbus guy, I would think at 19 you probably have a better idea of what this is than even some of the guys who are 10 years older than you are.
Yeah, because honestly, some of the guys coming here, they don't really know what this is and what it means. And me, like, since Cincinnati was created, I've felt what this derby was like, and I know how much it means to me and the club and the people of Columbus. So, I just try my best to let them know and try to get the best out of everyone on our team for this game.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.